We have John, aka Juice, from LootboxTV. What's up, sir?
What's up, man? How are you?
I was talking to some people last night who thought the Chiefs and Mahomes are going to make another run to the Super Bowl. I don't think so, so we're going to see how this goes tonight.
You got a hell of an offense. You got a hell of a quarterback. You can't really count them out.
I have a belief, though, John will shake it up. I don't think Mahomes is going to win another Super Bowl.
Whoa. Wow.
Don't see it.
Okay.
Unless they can rehaul the offense and bring in somebody like the Cheetah that can stretch the feet. And they don't have anybody like that on their team right now.
Yeah. Well, they had him and they let him go.
Let him go. And now they're going to have to depend a lot on Kelsey. And I think at some point that's going to wear thin. But we'll see. That's just my little humble opinion. But think about if Mahomes never wins another championship. What does that do?
I mean, that'd be interesting. I mean, everybody says he's in line to be the next great quarterback. So far, he's had one hell of a career.
That's right. Legendary career in the amount of years that he's been in the league. How did LootboxTV start?
So Lootbox was drastically different a while ago. I started as a gaming content creator, trying to play Madden and a couple other things, but it was very saturated, very hard to get going in that space. It started as just me streaming, and then I switched it up, changed up the name, did a lot of rebranding, and then I focused on more of like the Marvel side and just try to get my foot in the door there. And then I realized, okay, that wasn't realistic. And I'm one of those individuals that I'm going to keep trying, never giving up. I started opening up product, and then when I opened up product, I started getting views. I'm starting to understand this YouTube thing a little bit more. I know how to, SEO, grow my channel, market myself. One of the big things I realized was I couldn't 100% do it by myself, so I got my friends involved, and that grew into my buddy Andrew, aka Jen, coming on and helping out and being a part of the channel overall. But it really started just me not giving up and then switching up a lot of things, and then it grew into this opening thing that Andrew helped build with me.
I think a lot of people don't think about it like that. The rebranding aspect.
Yep.
What are your favorite products to open?
Well, I'm always down for a big chase. I think the one packers are the ultimate gamble. If you're opening up product, you have to be some type of lunatic at times because it's strictly a gamble. Panini 1-in-1 was my favorite product to open up. It's just a quick 1 to 2 cards, and you could pull something epic like a downtown or a really cool RPA. So those one pack products are probably my favorite. Obviously, the national treasures of the world are really cool. I love Noir as well. Noir is a really fun set. Those are probably my top 3 products I love.
I know you like Lamelo Ball.
The dude's a baller. It's crazy to hear people badmouth Lamelo. Like, I get it. He's on a terrible team. They're 3-9, but you can't tell me that this guy cannot play ball. He's getting a 30-point triple-doubles.
He's had 30 points in like the last 7 or 8 games.
Oh, the dude's on fire.
He's definitely been playing. What do you think of Wemby? Does he excite you?
He did not impress me right away. Just the way he would set screens and things like that. Like, it looked like this guy's just really tall and lanky and couldn't do the fundamentals. And it's like, why is there so much hype around this kid? Then all of a sudden, like, they sat him the rest of the preseason. He came back out in the beginning of the season. Boy, oh boy, he proved a lot of people wrong, including myself. I personally like Chet a little bit better. Now, granted, I know he sat out all last year, but the Thunder, if they make the playoffs, they are going to be a team to watch out for.
I agree. Well, I'm a big fan of Shea, and I think Shea is a young player that's about to, probably in the next 2 seasons, take leaps and bounds in the NBA. Oh, Collective Dream has a hot take coming in hot. Do you believe some breakers are getting juice boxes?
Oh, I mean, at the end of the day, if there are breakers getting juice boxes, that's horrible for the hobby. From being a content creator and someone that has a lot of eyes on them at times too, I want to make sure that I have all the facts right. I'll be honest with my opinion. Do I think they get juice boxes? No, I don't think they get juice boxes. I think they get extremely lucky. The backyard break piece a while ago where everybody was talking about how they pulled a lot of those hits, that was the one time that I kind of like did a little bit of research.
Yeah, and
I kind of I questioned it a lot. And like, until there's 100% proof, it's hard to like pick a side. If they are getting juice boxes, they should absolutely be removed from the hobby. If it's Panini giving them product, that's a horrible look for Panini. Whatever we could figure out, if that was the case, then I would want some type of penalty to happen.
Yeah.
Because that is not fair whatsoever.
Yeah. We got Dan the Card Man here. Dan, Thank you for being here.
And the man.
Yeah.
I like Ziggy too. I pop
like
in and watch
Ziggy
Ziggy stuff.
And
All you guys just like don't care. You guys are just gonna poke the bear.
I love
The
that.
hobby needs it. I think the hobby needs people to be called out. I mean, I've been on some of these videos too where people call out my stuff and it's fine, and I'll take the high road and be respectful and comment back. But I mean, there's a lot of times too. Sometimes when these happen, man, some of these haters come out of the woodworks. It got bad at some points, but it comes with the territory. Sometimes people just do the drama to do the drama, but you have Dan and Ziggy and stuff. I think they keep the hobby honest. It's the other individuals that go about it in an unprofessional and like rude take. It's also cardboard collecting. I'm not trying to get my family hurt or anything like that over something stupid.
Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
What made you want to create content?
I've already had this personality where I can be friends with a lot of individuals and make friends pretty easily. And it just kind of fit. Like, hey, I really want to try to do this. I enjoy it. I love the editing. I love the grind. You know, I have a full-time job and career right now, and people think I do this full-time, and I don't. Like, after this, I'm going to be up till 1 o'clock in the morning, grinding, editing, and so forth. And I got to be up in the office the next day at 9 a.m. You know, I got a whole team that works under me when it comes to my personal job. So I got to go there, be a leader, and focus on that stuff, and then come home and grind like the rest of us.
What are some things you've learned that you would tell someone who's out there listening that wants to make content?
What we talked about earlier is one of the bigger points. You got to understand when the time is to pivot. Make sure you stay adapted to the times. But the number one thing I always tell everybody, you got to be consistent. Whether or not you want to have fun, I'm all about having fun. I think fun needs to be a part of it. But if you're not consistent with content, it is going to hurt you, because consistency is one of the biggest things that these algorithms, that these social media platforms look for. If you take 3-4 weeks off when you're posting every single day, you're going to drastically hurt the audience that you're talking to. A lot of people are like, oh, you got this YouTube money. No, I don't. I share my financials a lot. I'll be the first to tell you here. I make about $2,000 a month on YouTube. All the product that I opened up,
That's right.
Everybody in your chat and you yourself will know, $2,000 might be one video.
That's right.
If I'm doing this 4 times a week for an entire month, I'm spending thousands of dollars, which I shouldn't be because I'm a knucklehead, but I'm also enjoy the fact of creating content and so forth. So we made a video. We talked about, hey, our card shop's going away. The big pulls are not really there right now. I let the audience know that we're going to pivot and the videos are going to start coming maybe once a week or twice a week. Still going to do the shorts, which I do every day, but we're going to change it up a little bit. And I got to find out ways to give you guys content and keep my audience engaged without just spending a ton of money, because I'm known for opening up big boxes.
Yeah, you do.
Well, those big boxes are not really giving me anything in return anymore.
I watch Vlad TV and a bunch of different shows on YouTube, and everybody's talking about how what's happening on YouTube is completely changed.
Yeah.
No matter what you want to do, what kind of content you want to create or bring forward, every so often you got to think about who is your audience, what do they want, and then how do I position myself to their needs in the future and still make content that people want to watch that's relevant.
Actually, can I share my screen? I'll be here. Let me do this. Let me know when it's live to everybody.
Yeah.
This is my real back end. I'm showing you here first. October, I got 792,000 views. I made $1,300. September, I made 1,700 and almost got 1 million views. And look how many videos I'm posting every single day.
This is a very successful channel, people. He's putting in work daily.
Every single day. And I got people still that are in my comments thinking they know that I'm sponsored. I'm this. I'm not sponsored. I have one sponsor, Louisville Sports Card. They paid me a few grand a month to promote their websites, and I only work with people I truly trust. I still pay for the product they give me. They give me a discount, but I still pay for it. I mean, I pay for everything. Now, granted, the views that I'm getting are coming a lot from shorts. So if they're getting 1 million views a month from all their long form content, they'll be making a lot more money. Long form is where you make your money.
For sure.
If I'm not doing a ton of long form content, I'm not making a ton of money. So I sell cards that are not my PC all the time, sell them on eBay. There's a couple cards that I do hold to see what happens. I pulled this out of a break and I was like, hey, should we post this up right away? It was right before football season. And when I show you this, you're going to realize that I probably should have done it then. But I pulled this game, player worn, flawless booklet. I'd probably get maybe $1,500 for it before the season start, maybe a little bit more. Boy, that card is in the pooper. and I should have never held. And this is how you know a lot of people are like strapped for cash, I feel like.
Yeah.
If you're going to invest in a card like this and hold, why on earth would you sell a card that you just paid for instance, like 20 grand? Why would you sell it 2 months later for 10 unless you're desperate for money?
Yep.
And I can get it onesie twosies that it happens because I've been there. Like, hey, I lost this. I'd rather just get rid of the card and move on with life. But to consistently do it, and there's a handful of individuals that I'm pretty sure that are in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me.
I personally think, because after a year of doing content, I started, I see a lot of cars moving around.
Yeah.
And I think it has to be, somebody can correct me, tell me what their personal feeling is. It's the constant movement that people are looking for. Hold up, you asking me to sit and hold something?
Yeah.
You asking me to put something in a safe or in a safe deposit box or in storage? I mean, we put out a storage video and people were like, man, you putting stuff in storage? Okay, really?
Dude, it's insane. Like, everybody is on the hype, and it's like Brock Purdy, you know, if you got into it at the right time, and like, yeah, there's some points where the past couple of months you could have sold pretty high, but if you have Brock Purdy and he's not performing the way you think he's performing, his cards automatically go in the shitter and no one holds. It's the same with the Joe Burrow effect right now. He just got hurt and everybody's like, I made a joke the other day, shared a story, everybody sell your Joe Burrows or buy Joe Burrows. It's going to be the end of the world. It's just like, why aren't you holding? If you believe in this individual long term, there's no long term investing. I feel
it's the same thing with Justin Fields right now. Justin Fields cards have tanked, and people are not buying Justin Fields or cashing out Justin Fields because they don't know who Justin Fields is.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was telling people before the season started, man, I've been a Bear fan since I was 8 years old. The organization is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to think that this one guy is going to show up from Ohio State and wherever else he went to school and save the organization. And you think that DJ Moore is going to save Justin Fields?
Oh, man. Every time I go to card show, everybody cares about who's the most liquid. I've seen people buy a bunch of cards at a card show and then make $500 reselling them at the card show. And them making $500 was a great day for them. Mm-hmm. And they do this stuff on a full-time basis.
Yeah.
And at a card show, everybody's there to buy and wheel and deal.
Mm-hmm.
What's a slow day look like for you at that point?
It's a negative thing.
Yeah.
That you bought a car for $1,000 and you're selling it for $650.
Yeah.
Is that Chase, man? Is that
I'm sitting here to myself like, I got a house, I got 2 dogs, I got car payments.
Let me just ask this. So this is not against anyone when I say this. Let me just ask this stuff. You got responsibilities. I got cars. I got to think about certain. So I already approach the hobby a certain way. Like, I don't buy anything on credit.
Yep.
I pay cash for things. So then I budget what am I going to spend cash on and make sure that all these other responsibilities are fully taken care of. So then I can enjoy the hobby. Junior can't need shoes.
Yep.
And I'm buying a Brock Purdy car. Doesn't work like that. John, before you go, I asked this question to several people, and I got to get your opinion because I respect you in the hobby and in your sports talk. Who is the greatest point guard of all time? Is it Steph Curry or is it Magic Johnson?
Oh, man.
Yeah, get your lead on now.
Look, Magic Johnson had some phenomenal people around him that
he did.
I feel like they forget Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott was a baller. Magic made fit in. He took the lead when he needed to, especially like towards the end of Kareem's career. He stepped up. Obviously, it was great all around, but I feel like Steph has meant more to his franchise. I know that's crazy to say, but I feel like Steph meant more to the Warriors and what they did. And I know it sounds nuts, but I'm going to have to go with probably Steph Curry.
Now, you saw the intro.
I did see the intro.
Oh, you know I got to add you.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
John Juice from LootboxTV. Who you rolling?
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
I appreciate you, bro. I knew this was going to be a very cool conversation. Thank you, John. Thank you for your time. Keep holding Atlanta down, brother.
I'm going to try.
All right, my man. Talk to
Later.
you.